Today we will be testing the SI plus bands.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the SI plus bands. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 690 indicators, with 278 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. And so go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. All right, so today's indicator is the SI plus bands, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. And so this is kind of a combination of a few different indicators. I think the RSI and Bollinger Bands, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to know more about it, just jump over to the indicator creators page and take a look at the indicator and the details about it. But again, you can see it here on the bottom of the screen, and the setup on this is going to be relatively easy. Basically, what we are looking for is when we get these green and these red kind of background coloration in the indicator. And so when we get a red coloration, then we are going to go long. When we get a green coloration, when we get a red coloration, we are going to go short. When we get a green coloration, then we are going to go long. I think I said that right. Keep confusing them, sorry. So red, we're going to go short. Green, we're going to go long. There, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see right here, we get that green coloration, that green background coloration there. And right after we get that green coloration, we get a nice spike to the upside there, which does get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, second signal is also a long signal. You can see right here, we get that green coloration. We get a push to the upside, and it's just enough to get us up there to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the next signal is going to be a short signal. We get a push to the upside, and it's just enough to come up and hit our stop. Just barely hit our stop there. Now, of course, it hasn't come down any farther here. That would have necessarily hit our take profit. Not really sure where it's going to go at this point. Let's go ahead and continue on, though. All right, we then pick up a long right here, and we see pretty much immediately we get a push to the downside there, which does come down and stop us out. Let's go ahead and continue forward. All right, we then pick up a short right here. Unfortunately, it's right as we're getting a heavy push to the upside. And so this does come up and ends up stopping us out. Actually, let me double check here. There to there. Okay, so this one right here was a short, and like I said, we get a push to the upside. It nearly avoids our stop, starts to push back down, and then starts to roll back up right here. And that's where it does finally come up, and on this candle right here, it actually hits our stop. And so that one right there would have gotten stopped out. We would have avoided this one here, this signal, this short, because we would have already been in this trade right here. Now, it is valid to say that because we closed this trade here on this candle, and we also got the red background on the close of this candle, that would be a valid entry to the short side. And it looks like we just barely lucked out on that one, because it does move us up to this candle, which avoids our stop, and we get a nice rollover and push to the downside there, and that makes that one actually a winner, got us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing, that way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Let's get everything in focus. There and there. All right, let's go ahead and count this out and see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have 15 trades altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 winning trades. And so that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. There were moments where this indicator did well, and there were other moments where this indicator was just slightly off. And so I've kind of seen this before with systems that use Bollinger Bands or systems that use channels, kind of like this. The channels that kind of expand and contract with the input of a source tend to have these, frequently have these moments where it maxes out to one side or another, to the downside or the upside, but price just continues to push down or push up, continues to push in the direction that it is maxed out in. And I've seen this many times before with these type of indicators. And so yeah, it's interesting, but unfortunately it's just not going to work for us. And so for that reason, it is going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.